One, I want to thank all of our players. Thank you so much for your hard work and letting me be your coach. And for we pushed you, okay, and it was you had to work hard. You were challenged, and you handled it well. I want to thank Coach Sean and Coach Jim for being here, really helping out. Okay.
Thank you.
A huge help. We've actually got two small quick awards. I'll get one out. First award goes to Coach Sean. The second award actually was for Elena, but I'm retiring the pennies, and I intentionally didn't wash this one. Yes. So it kept that championship aroma. This one goes to Briggs Boneburger. Woo! Oh yeah! That championship smell.
You gotta put it on though.
Hey Briggs, put it on! Put it on! Hold it up, Briggs, hold it up.
On behalf of our players, I want to thank the parents for their support this season. It's not easy getting the kids to the gym, particularly those who live in Melbourne, Palm Bay, and West Melbourne. That's a hike. Yeah, I know that. I'm so grateful for your work. It's not easy. Thank you so much, players. Let's thank the parents. Okay, quick recap of the season. I think everyone knows it was an exciting season. We had really a goal at the beginning of the season to win the tournament. We talked about every practice. That was our goal. A lofty goal that we wanted to do it. To do that, we really had three things we wanted to do. We wanted to build a team. We wanted to treat each other with love. We wanted to have each other's backs and know our roles. And our roles have changed. But we always wanted to be there for each other, and we achieved that. I think you could see that. We had 13 players, and we made it work. It's very hard to, only 5 players on the court, and you have 13 players to challenge. So I'm very proud of that. That's definitely something to take forward. Your role's going to change. I coached Johnny and DeMarcus when they were 12 and they didn't play. And then now you see them, they were leading our team, right? So your role is going to change. You're going to cycle through. Guys like Guy are going to be the big guy on the team. And that's just how life goes, in and out of basketball. We wanted to play fundamental, tough, man-to-man defense, right? You see a lot of the teams that do a press. And I would love to press. But the reason we taught man-to-man defense was, one, that's what you're going to play in high school and college and beyond, right? It's fundamental to basketball. Two, we wanted to make teams earn their buckets, right? And we wanted them to make a bucket with a hand in their face. And if we could do that effectively, we could be really good. And we didn't do it our best until the championship game. And that's when you saw it. That was a very good team that wanted to press. And we were disciplined. We got them out of the press, and then they spend most of their time practicing the press. In practice, we spend most of our time man-to-man defense. So we got them to play our game, right? So being faithful to your game plan and trusting what you're doing will pay off eventually. Sometimes it takes time. In our case, it took 7 games, but we got there in the end. The last thing was toughness. We wanted to use this opportunity to become tougher. You saw that in the championship game, right? We lost the rebounding matchup a lot of the games, but we won it. We spanked them on the glass in the championship game. Josiah, Manny, Johnny, Zane, all across the board, and that was a big difference. Okay, a huge difference. As a coach who loves rebounding, I couldn't be more proud. One big lesson here, and then I'll stop. I'll get off my soapbox here. So one of the things that I took from that game is I knew we could win if we played our best, and maybe they didn't play their best. You guys surprised the heck out of me. You did. So I didn't know we were going to run them out of the gym. I don't think any of the coaches thought so. I don't think any of the parents did. You went to the gym. So that was an amazing. You surprised us. One of the things I learned from it, there's a saying. You guys know who Warren Buffett is? Anybody? Who's Warren Buffett?
Rich guy. There you go. There you go.
That he is. So Warren Buffett's one of the most famous investors. And this is actually an investment saying that he says, I wrote it down, be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. I just changed greedy into confidence. So be greedy when others are fearful. So what that means is everybody was afraid of that team. They'd won by 30 points, but we weren't, right? We were, everyone else was afraid of them, we weren't, right? So then when they ran into us and we were confident, they had never seen a confident team that wasn't afraid of them anymore, right? So nobody thought that was possible because they lost the game before they started, but we believed into it. So as you go forward, you're going to, in sports and in life, when everyone says you can't do it, that's exactly when you want to believe you can do it, right? And it can happen, and that's exactly what I saw. All right, now awards, really quick. These were close. I also want to say I don't put my thumb on the scale, and I just report it as it is. So let me go through these really quick. And your prize is a handshake with Coach Hunter. All right, the funniest. We had two that were split awards. The funniest was one. First winner is Guy Rizzi. You guys tell him. And the second is Briggs Bumberger. Congratulations. Best shooter, this was nearly unanimous, was Elena. And best teammate, who's also not here, was Manny. That was really cool. Manny came up to coach to me at our first game in warm-ups, and he was like, "Are you Coach Hunter?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm on your team." And he's a special kid. He rolled right in, and he worked hard and took coaching. He's got a lot of potential. So we love Manny very much. He had something else. He couldn't be here today. Best rebounder is Josiah. Josiah, I've coached a few years, and I've seen him grow, and he's a load down low. If you might not see, when I practice with him, I'm taking elbows to the gut. He's a load, and he's really learned how to use that around the basket. He had a monster championship game, a monster one. Everything came together, and they couldn't handle it. This was unanimous. The MVP is Demarcus. I started coaching Demarcus, he was nothing. You wouldn't even recognize him. He was no defense, nothing. He's grown into, he's long and a guard, and he is dynamite on defense. And you saw that. I mean, blocks, steals, and he had to play the whole game in the championship game. I didn't like doing that, but Briggs got hurt. We only had 2 point guards, and so we didn't have a backup one. So Demarcus played the whole game, and he was phenomenal. Like, he was just phenomenal. So proud. I could talk about all of our players, but I just want to say this, that you're an amazing team, and you're going to be on good teams and bad teams, but remember this, like, you came together, we had 13 players, and you all support each other. Take this experience, take it forward with you, okay? You got so much talent and so much in front of you. Use this as something to build on.
Yes, good job.
I'd like to say something.
Yeah, Coach Sean.
First of all, this is my first basketball team that I've ever coached or helped coach. You guys, watching y'all start from day one and not really kind of meshing well, kind of y'all had your groups, to see at the end y'all get together and back each other up no matter what was happening was really awesome to see everybody. And another thing I want to say is thanks for Coach Hunter. He's got no kids on this team. He's got no reason to do this, and he does an absolutely phenomenal job based on any other coach I've ever seen. He really likes helping kids and watching y'all grow. So I really want y'all as a team to thank Coach for doing this for y'all, spending time and making you better.
Anybody else want to say anything?
You're the best, Coach.
All right.
Thank you. We really appreciate everything.
Good job.
Good job. Fun time.
So she's in trouble for not being here.
Can we?
I didn't know that was a thing. Like, you never know she was anything.
I